I am live on YouTube. You say, watch what you say. See who jumps on here. Hey everybody, just going live here. Going to check some wheat pennies I got in from my vacation. Hey Michael Larson, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Got a bunch of pennies too after that too. There's Josh Book. A couple of the moderators jumped on right away. It's nice of you, gentlemen. You're ready to try to find my glasses here or borrow my wife's one. Got a bunch of wheat pennies here from the Hosford hoard I was going to hunt through. See what we can find today. My wife and my aunt are in the background. They're talking. If you hear a little chit-chatting going on. Got 7 people already on here. Say hello in the chat. Welcome everybody. Just doing, I don't do this too often anymore, but doing a wheat penny hunt. And then I've got some regular pennies too to check out. You see. So we'll have some fun. It is a Rob Finds treasure, Matt, sir. That's when I get my pennies out. I get that one out. When I do my silver, I get Silver Seekers Matt out. I try to promote all those channels there. Good to see you, Bank 2006. Your shipment went out Friday morning, my friend. Thank you for participation in the auction. I saw where Stormy's making some changes to his auction, but there will be no changes to mine. Just want to let you guys know that too. Looks like he's only going to let people bid that are either moderators or channel members. But I'm going to keep mine business as usual. Anybody can bid. So we're all in good shape. You're welcome, good sir. But everybody will still be able to bid on my channel. I'm not going to limit anybody whatsoever from there. I'll be more than glad to keep up with it. If somebody doesn't pay for something, I'll just put it on the next week's channel. But yeah, that I have the ability to get the memberships through YouTube too. But I think bigger is not always better. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's to each its own. But let me get my glasses here. We'll start looking through some wheat pennies, Lincoln cents, wheat cents. Where's your glasses, Mrs. Tony?
I don't have them.
No, I gotta find
They're in that bedroom. You had some in there.
Yeah, I got a pair back
That's
there.
her bedroom. I'm surprised you didn't have those when you sat down there, Christopher. My pool turned green while I was gone. What did?
All right, I got them.
It had an algae bloom on them.
I got my glasses. Archaeology Mikey.
Blake did a good job.
I bought a MS condition 1900 O Morgan for $40, and it might be a DDO, the die break reverse. And the MS 1998 Morgan natural gold toning, $40 at the pawn shop today. Good deal. Not been altered or cleaned at all that you know, Archaeology Mikey? Got 7 of you already in here. Let's see what we got. I can move these over some. So we got a lot of Lincoln cents here, wheat cents. So these are from the Hosford hoard. Good deal. Sometimes the old cleanings are hard to be able to tell, is why I say that. 1954. Let's see if I keep these 50s there. 37. We'll get the 30s there. We'll put them in stacks. 42. And there's a 40. Well, here's a 1919S. Check this out, 1919S.
Trying to get rid of stuff around here myself.
Let's see if you guys can see where. Let me just scoot this over so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at here. There we go.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I understand that most people think a lot of times though they'll retone and it can be an old cleaning, is why I say Mikey, and a lot of times only the graders can really kind of tell. But not everybody has the eye for that, and a lot of times it's hard to tell on the old cleanings. But you may be fine. You might be fine. There's a 20s. There's a 19. 1951. 57. A lot of times they'll retone back up. So a lot of times that's the thing with tone coins is they can a lot of times have an old cleaning, and you really got to look at them hard to know what you're looking for. 58. Getting lots of 50s there. Hey, Rebel Stacker, good to see you, my friend. 8 people in the house already. There is a 41. So I'm putting the 40s, 50s, 30s, 20s, and teens. If we get to 1909, we got a spot for it at the end. So there's a 58. These are all wheat cents. 1929. There's a nice one. 29. So these are supposed to be unsearched. We all know how that works. Another 29. 56. 51. Oh, dropped it. 51D. 51D. I'm gonna have to make a big stack of the 50s. They're real common. Got my nickel and sticker day, and thanks, ECP. You're welcome, Rebel Stacker. Whitney Balls. Can't stay, but I smashed the like button. Got to get ready for Garth Brooks drive-in concert. That's all. Whitney, U.S. Frame. How you doing, my friend?
I'm jealous.
10 people already in the house here.
I have tickets to Garth.
My wife's got tickets and they canceled on him or whatever. She's going to be going, I guess, eventually. In Cincinnati.
I love Garth Brooks.
Whitney's going. 52D. Oh, my. 1931D. 1945D. 56D. And just so that some of you all jumped in here, let you know, I am not going to have any changes to my auction on Thursday nights. 1910. It looks like Stacking Stormtrooper is going to change it to where only members of his channel can bid. You know, where you pay the monthly fee to be a member of the channel or moderators. So 1910 would be here on the end. That's a new spot because that would be not a teen, would it? But that's at the 09s and the 10s. It's 57. We'll have to make me a second stack here behind here. There we go. So just so you all know, I don't want any confusion between each one of the channels, what they're doing. But I know we have a little, somewhat of a coalition there together and stuff. 1930. Or we're cross-promoting at least. I guess that's the biggest thing we do. But I'm not going to change anything like that. And I haven't signed up for memberships. YouTube keeps sending me that to sign up for memberships. I guess where I stream so much, I haven't done that. And I'm still thinking about it. I just can't imagine people wanting to pay money every month to send an emoji that I make up. I guess there's a little more to it than that, but 1918. Check it out. 1918. 1918. There's a teens. It's pretty sweet. That's how Silver Dragons do his auctions also. Yeah, so Silver Dragons, I think that's where Stormy got the idea. I get it. You know, I'm just a little bit old school and small time. You know, Sam's Club, it likes to kills me every time I go yearly. I have to go to Sam's Club and pay a membership just to be able to go shop. That's the way I look at it. And that's nothing against Stormy or Silver Dragons, but I'm going to leave mine the same. Just want everybody to know, still going to leave mine the same. Not going to change it. 1946. So spread the word. Because, you know, we had a lot of new people bid last Thursday night. Plus, on clean coins, most of them are improperly clean and you won't see the original luster. That's true. Anything much below an AU, Mikey, won't have luster left on it anyways. The thing is, a lot of times you can't see luster in a very heavily toned coin a lot of times. AU or low MS. But a lot of times you can tell and see. There's definitely a lot to it. Trust me, I'm trained in conservation and I know what's thing, but I'm just saying is, if it was so easy to tell whether the coin's cleaned or not, you'd be amazed how many I've sent in and others have sent in that didn't think they were cleaned and they come back as cleaned, especially the older coins. Because once they tone back up or they get some age on it, it's even harder to tell. But believe it or not, a lot of old coins, a good deal of them, here's a 1946 S, have been cleaned at one point in time. You know, that's just what people did back in the day. They just did it back in the day. They'd buff it or clean it up, but you can't always tell. I'm not saying yours is clean. I'm just telling you that there's a good deal of them that have been, especially once they've toned back up. So 41. You can find out real quick. Send it in and have it graded. Send them in and have them graded. You'll find out real fast. 1926. There's the 20s. There's the 20s, 30s, 40s. Man, we're getting a lot of 20s today. It's pretty neat. Like the ancient coins. Yep. Yep. A lot of this Morgan's though is silver. People were notorious for cleaning silver coins. This one is a 1914. Another teen. Wow, 1914. That's pretty sweet. Got 3 teens already. These are some good wheat pennies here from the Hosford Hoard. I did a little article or a little video on that and read it. I was on vacation with this. Here's a 1930. So teens, 20s, 30s. We got quite a few here. 1946. 58. 44. And 51. So still mostly 40s and 50s. Quite a few 30s and 20s. We got 3 teens and a 1910. And 1910, let's take a good look at that. It's slicked out a lot, but it's a good looking. And you can see the date's still good. 1910. That worked out pretty good. So those are all the first roll of Lincoln wheat cents there. We can go to roll number 2. Hey, I'm joking. In the house. Ramon Juan's in the house. Good to see y'all. We just finished a boiled dinner. I brought a bunch of shrimp back from Florida, and we did a boiled dinner. So we had shrimp and kielbasa, chorizo, potatoes, carrots, onions, squash. Really nice boiled dinner. It's pretty good stuff. Haven't done that in a long time. 1952D. 52D. Move some of these back out of the way so I can put my 50s somewhere. 1952D again. Make another stack in the back. 1934. 1934. So it'll be teens, 20s, 30s. What do you think? What do you look for in a 1 cent coin? I don't know anything about them. I don't know a whole lot either. That's the sad part. I just like hunting for them. I know a 1909 SVDB, and I know the earlier the better. 1920 no D there. Rob Finds Treasure's got this on his mat. So the top 10 lowest mintages: a 1909 SVDB, a 1931S, a 1914D. So we can check these after I get them stacked up here and see if we got anything pretty good. It looks like those are all pretty good. 1914s, 1912s. So there's a list right here beside me over on this side on his mat, and it tells you other key varieties. So look, see, it tells you right here the mintages. So when you get his mat, it tells you. You can gander over and look, and I guess look them up in the book then. You know? So that would be the best bet. So that's what I do. Look at it that way and see. Got2coppercoins.com. There you go. We're going to make that see it. 1956 wheat cents have a VIE in Liberty to look for. Good to know. For toner pennies, I know I love the rainbow tone pennies. I gave somebody a rainbow tone penny. I can't remember who it was, and they sent me an email, and it ended up being an error coin. But like I said, I don't know, it was 1934. That's 1910, teens, 20s, 30s. Looks like there's, I can look down here and see what I think I need to look for. There's a 58D. You guys see something that's important is if I show it to you or you hear a date, and you know these Lincoln cents good. I never had this many wheat pennies. I bought 6 rolls of them. 1926. 1926. So there's got a lot of 20s there. Oh, look here. It looks like the teens and 24s. The 26S would be a good one. Yeah, it's nice to have those mats that can tell you that stuff. 56D. So we're just looking through and having some fun. 52D. 11,000 Wheaties and lots of BU in them. That's pretty cool. Cool archaeology, Mikey. That's a good deal. 1945. This one looks pretty good shape. Look at this one. Look at this one. What's the year on this one? 1944. Here my wife and my aunt back here in the background chatting. 1958D. It's a good looking one there. 58D. Silver Shark, welcome. Good to see you. We're just hunting through some pennies. I got 6 rolls of wheat cents from the Hosford Hoard. Had to pay $6 a roll, 1956D. And we're put down here, this is 1909s and 1910s. These are the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. We're on our second roll. There's a 1955. Be nice, D. Be nice if that was a double die, wouldn't it? 1955 double die would be a pretty sweet coin. I don't see any double die on it. Still a nice looking Lincoln cent though. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Mash that like button if you don't care. Looks like we got 13 likes already. 1950D. 1950D. We're going to have to make several stacks of the 50s, it looks like. 58D. 58D. 1926. 1926. And this, the S is a low mintage, but this is not the S. 1926. It's not the S, though. A lot of 20s. I have to go through these lower dates and check it against the mat on all the dates for us. 1956D. 5060. That's actually showing up pretty good if I put it in the right focus, isn't it? 1940. 1940. 1958D. Whoop, dropped it. 58D. Mike Wolf, show me the Wheaties. These are all Wheaties, my friend. 6 rolls of them from the Hosford Horde. Mike Wolf's in here, Tony.
Hi, Mike Wolf. I'm still working for your pay dirt.
Still working. She's still trying to get me to go down there. Uh-oh. Guess what I just found, guys? Here's a 1919D. Now, is that a D or an S? That's a D. 1919D. Look at that. 1919D. Is that one of the low ones? Don't see it. Let me check over here with these. 1919D. Nope, I don't see that one as a key date or low date. 1919D. So that needs to go in the teens pile. I don't see that down as one of the key dates or rare dates. Mike Wolf, Milo's Bark Box is growing. $5 super chat, Mrs. ECP. Milo. Rebel Stacker. How's Milo? Milo, come here. Rebel Stacker and Mike Wolf want to see you. Milo, come here. I think he's asleep again. This dog sleeps more than anybody. Let me look, see if I can find him. He might be on the couch over here. Milo.
I don't know where he's at.
Oh, he's underneath he's right here with me. He's underneath the table. Hang on, guys. He's right under the table here. He's here with Pops. Looking. Milo. Mike Wolf and Rebel Stacker want to see you. There you go. He's under the table with his new toy he got yesterday. Milo, look here. Look. Everybody's looking for you. Everybody's looking for you, Milo. All right. They just sent you some stuff for your Bark Box, Milo. I just sent you Bark Box stuff. Milo appreciates it, guys and gals. He really, truly does. And it will go towards Milo, I promise. Hey, Kayla fan number 1. UWU. I think you're new to the stream. Great to see you. Looks like there's 12 people in here. As we're checking through these, just to let you all know, I know that Stormy sent an email out. Him and Silver Dragons are making people be members to bid on their auctions. And just so you know, I will not be doing that. First of all, I haven't done the channel membership, even though YouTube sent it to me to apply. But I'm going to stay old school. And you know what? Somebody doesn't pay, I won't send it out. And I can put it in next week's auction. But either way, I am not going to require somebody like a Sam's Club to actually pay me money every month just to bid on an auction. Nothing towards those two guys. but not going to do it. Just me. Just thought I'd let you guys know too. It's all good in the neighborhood. I respect them and their choices. And I get to do my choices too. 1938. 1938. So I hope you guys understand. I don't want anybody new to come in to have to be a channel member just to be able to bid on an auction. They want to send a $1 super chat to show they're legit, or send a $1 PayPal. It's all good, you know. If for some reason they didn't pay, big deal. That's just how I see it. 1929. Milo is the star of the show. Kayla, he is a cutie. He is a cutie. Cool. 1929. There's teens, there's the 20. The 20s are really growing. Look at them. So we got 1910, 1909, the teens, the 20s, the 30s, 40s, and the 50s. And we're hunting through the Wheat Penny Hosford Horde. 1957D. 57D. Lots of 50s, of course. Be right back, says Kayla. Well, we'll be right here. Well, they're doing a little ECP, 1956D.
Yes.
56D.
They're both the same.
So I hope you guys understand my thoughts about that channel membership stuff. They've been talking about it, and they're wanting me to do the channel memberships. I don't know that I'm even going to do that. I'm just old school, Mike Wolf. Just old school, my friend. Mike Wolf, I hope you find the 1919S. I do have a 1919S, but I think you mean a 1909 SVDB. Is that what you mean? I did find a 1919S already. I'm having homemade grilled cheeseburgers and fries. Milo's Goody Fun. Ramon Juan. Oh my goodness. Milo, you are getting the super chats, my friend. $19. $6 more, you get a whole free bark box. Oh my gosh, you guys are unbelievable. Thank you so very much. Milo appreciates it greatly. We're going to do a monthly bark box opening. Everybody liked that bark box opening so much. Here's a 1929D. 1929D. Look at that. 1929D. That's pretty special. Man, the 20s are stacking it up. Yes, a 1909 SVDB would be cool. I did find a 1909 VDB in the Hosford Horde since I bought last year. Every time I go down there, I buy some off the guy. There's a 1925. There's a 25. Man, the 20s, I'm going to have to start a second stack of 20s. Miles going to get 3 bark boxes this week now. He already got 1. We can add to his box. That's the good thing, is we can just beef a box up. Like a box is $25 a month, but you can add stuff to it. Like you can add toys, you can add bully or beef sticks and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and beef up his bark box. Actually, I think I beefed it up from the last time around already. Wow, look at this. 1911. 3rd year for the wheat cent. 1911. Look, they're talking about you, Milo. Let's keep that with the 1910s, because that's not a teen. Milo's here with little ECP. You guys want to see Milo and little ECP? Oh, look how cute you two are. Milo, you're the star of the show. Say hello. Say hello, Milo. Hey, they're sending you super chats to fill up your bark box, little man. You are rolling in it. You're rolling in it. Mike Wolf and Rebel Stacker, Ramon Juan, they've all been sending you super chats. Rebel Stacker, you're loading up. They've already got you $19 for your next box, young man. You believe that?
Say bye.
You're rolling in it.
Bye.
You better tell him thank you, Milo.
Thanks.
He's a catbird. I'll make it so big it's bigger than him. That wouldn't take a lot, would it? He is a good boy. He is a good little dog. This is fun. I enjoy. I actually do more of the old school, just coin roll hunting. Hey, Zurich Farms in the house. Good to see you. Zurich, we've been talking about a couple things here. Milo's been doing some face reveals today. We're going through some Hosford Horde Lincoln scents. We talked a little bit about changes to Stormy's auction. Him and Silver Dragons are going to make you be a member to be able to bid. I am not going to change mine. Of course, I don't have memberships, and I don't think that I'm going to. I did get a notice from YouTube to do that, but I don't think anybody needs to pay to be a member of my channel personally. And Sam's Club paying a membership to be able to shop, I just don't get it, but that's just me. But those guys are welcome to do it. That is totally up to them, but it will be business as usual with the ECP channel. I think less is not always more, and I think I've been in pretty good shape with another 24. There's a 20s. 24. See, 24D is a low date. Is that a D? Nope, that's a regular 1924. It said the Ds were low mintage. Man, those 20s are stacking up. I have to go back through and check those. Sorry I had to tend to the puppies. We've been playing with the puppy. Milo just did some face reveals with little ECP. Hey, Mike Wolf, here's a 1919. But it's not an S or a D, and it's not a 1909. There's a teen. 1919. That's pretty neat. Let's see what this one is. 1952. Thank you so much, everybody, for jumping in on a Saturday evening. Worked the bees today. Or I say worked them. I really couldn't work them. I wanted to go through them and check them all really good. Oh, that's a nice 58D. Good shape, good detail. 1958D. And the bees, I fed them all. I gave them a pollen patty. Gave them some simple syrup 1-to-1. Because the blooms are starting to die out now. So we gave them a little extra pick-me-up. There's the second roll. And I've got another roll here coming up here. Look, it looks like there's a steel scent in there. Look, I see a steel scent in there. So we gave them all some 1-to-1 simple syrup. I checked on it. Looks like tomorrow I'm going to have to add, there's 2 steel scents in there. I'm going to have to add a couple of honey supers to 2 of them. They're growing so much, and they're filling out all their frames, that I'm going to have to start going with a 1929. I dropped it. Yeah, those steel scents are cool. We should give those away today. There's a 20 now. Start my second row back there. Other 20s. We got more 20s and we got 30s. We'll make a separate stack. 1945, 43, 1943 Steely. See if we're going to have room for that. Let's do this. We'll put them right here on the end, the Steelies. And you all can see that still, right? So you can still see the steel scents. There is a stray dog that comes around. We named him Buddy. Started buying treats for him. He likes the chicken jerky. Yeah, Milo loves chicken too. I bought him some beef ones. He likes the chicken more than he likes the beef. Just dropped that one. 1938. Milo's over here laying down now, Mike. You want to see him? Watch. This is how he hangs out with his daddy. He's just stretched out right here. Hey, Milo. Hey, Milo. Say hi, Mike Wolf. Oh, you just sleepy puppy, ain't you? He doesn't have his collar on. Mrs. ECP took his collar off. He took a nap with her downstairs in the den today. They were taking a nap together down there. I got up real early this morning. So did Mrs. ECP, and then we went out to the farm and worked the bees. I didn't get to work them as much as I wanted to because it was overcast. You can't work bees in overcast. There's a 42. They get real little I don't say pissy or mean, ornery. If you try to work them in overcast, it needs to be a pretty nice sunny day. A lot of the foragers are out, so there's less bees in there. There's the ones that can get a little ornery. There's a 27. There's more 20s. Hey, the Read It Edge channel. Good to see you. We are doing good, my friend. We're going through some wheat scents. We bought 6 rolls from the Hosford Horde down in Hosford, Florida on vacation. So we're going through them. We're on the 3rd roll of 6. We went through some of them on vacation shortly, but I put them all back together, so I don't know which ones are which. 1920. There's a 1920. Yeah, nice 1920. I guess it's a filly. 1920. So we got the 9, 10s, and 11s. Teens, there's the 20s. Right there. So we're putting them in their stacks. 1927. 1927, another one. So 20s. 20s, 30s, 40s, and then these are all 50s, the double roll. I have 4 pit bulls and a Pitsky. She had 8 pups right now, so I'm loaded with fur babies. That's too funny. We had a pit bull mix here for a while named Daisy. We loved her to death. She was great to people, wasn't mean or anything, but she didn't like other female dogs at all. So we actually, she was a rescue, and we loved her to death. We kept her for months. She was on some of the videos. But we found a good home for her in the country because she liked to eat up a couple of the neighbors' female dogs whenever they get around her. 1923. 1923. Yeah, she didn't like other female dogs, and she was a female dog. Which happens in all breeds, honestly. I was trying to tell my wife that it's not the fact that she's a pit bull. Probably didn't help her add to it, but there's a 1955. It's in good shape. They are good dogs. They're good dogs with people, especially they're very loyal to their own owners and stuff. Well, there's another Steely in here. Let's get the Steely out. 1943. Steely, of course it's a 43. Two Steelies already. Still scents are cool. 1954D. 1947D. Getting a lot of 40s. 1940. You have to make a double row of those too. 1955D. No double dye that I can see. 1955D. Don't see any double dyes there on it. It'd be pretty sweet if we did find a double dye, wouldn't it? I'd be ecstatic. 1917. Here's a nice find. Let's see if that's one on the list. 1917. I'm kind of beat up. 1917. There you go, guys and gals. It's a nice one. Getting good teens, aren't we? See what else say. Oh, Rebel Stacker, I want a little bulldog. Hey, Nickel and Dime Coin Hunter. Good to see you. Hopefully you guys are all channel members. Got 12 in the house. Got 20 likes already. You are awesome. Thank you so much. All my babies are big. No puppies now, right, huh? Here's another 1917. A duplicate. Another 1917. Banged all up. And the teen stack's getting kind of high. That's a good thing. 1957. D. Cool. 1929S. Is that a good one? 1929S. Let's see if that's on the chart. 1926S. This is a 29S. 29S. I don't see it on his chart there. That's a lot of 20s. There's a 29S. It's cool going through all wheat cents. Y'all take care. Be safe. Most definitely catch you next time, ECP. Thank you, Kayla. And Thursday nights at 8:30, we got our auctions. We have a lot of fun. Don't have to worry about buying anything. Just come in and have a good time. We cut up and carry on a lot for about 2 or 3 hours on Thursday nights starting at 8:30. And a couple other channels we correlate with or partner with. 2 of them are going to do where they only do auction bidding if you're a member of their channel. I am not going to do that, just so you all know. I do want to get the word out on that because I don't want people thinking they got to be a channel member to bid. 1919S. 1919S. There's a nice looking Lincoln Week cent. 1919S. Look at there, Mike. Why don't you put that as a 1909S? Would be nice, and a VDB would be great. You never know, we could find something like that. 1919S. There's a good focus on it. Wow, that's a good looking coin. 1919S. Let's see if that's on the list anywhere. Nope, don't see it on the list there. Looking over here, Rob Finds Treasures Matt. I don't see the 1919S as a rarer key date. You penny guys will know. There's a 51D. 51D. You're welcome. English Bulldogs for cooler training, message and maintenance. Still have a bag of Wheaties to go through. I've been trying for more months to do it. I know. I just sat down at the spur of the moment. Just did this. And unplanned. There's a 44. This wasn't planned. I just jumped right into it. There's no planning on my part with this. It's good to see. Here's a 55D, but no double die. Another 55D. Nice looking coin. 55D. No double die. ECP sure does love his copper. Hello, all. Hey, the Saint. How you doing, my friend? There's another one of our moderators. I know I said this several times. Don't say it's against the Saints in here. Saint, I don't know if you got the email, but Stacking Stormtrooper and, of course, Silver Dragons he's new to our channel coalition. They're going to make only people that are members or moderators of their channel can bid on their auctions now. I am not going to do that. I'm not going to change that. You're a moderator anyways on my channel. I don't know if you are on the others, but maybe you're a member of their channels too. But I'm not going to change what I do. I'm going to definitely keep it to where anybody can bid and get in there and have fun. You know, we had a lot of new people last week. And I told Stormy, I said, Stormy, listen, I said, I have a lot of new people and I network on a lot of different other channels I moderate, like Silver Seekers. And I said, I am not going to do that to people. I said, I need to grow my channel and I'm not going to cut people off at the knees and don't let them bid because they don't give me a monthly membership. I told him, I said, you sound like Sam's Club. That's what I told him. I gave him a reference. He said, quit calling me Sam's Club. I said, yep, you're Sam's Club. You guys tease with him. Tell him he's Sam's Club. There's the 41s. I'll start a new stack. I found a 1922 no mint mark a little corroded around the edges. Cool. Cool. So I hope you understand that or you agree with that or not or whatever. But I'm not going to change mine. The Saint. Everybody can bid on my auctions. And YouTube didn't send me the thing to be like channel memberships. I don't think I'm going to do that either. I can apply for that and didn't. Oh, here's a 1928S. 1928S. That's pretty neat. 1928S. Is that one of the key dates? I don't see it. 26S.
No, she doesn't.
Let's see if there's a 28S's on there. Nope, 26S's. 1928S. So that's cool. So we'll put that in the 20s. If you like that shrimp boil, we had a shrimp boil tonight, everybody. Mrs. ECP loved it. I'm the one that cooked it. So we brought that shrimp back from Florida from our vacation, flash froze it.
So good.
And we did shrimp and kielbasa and chorizo. And we had a pretty good shrimp boil. Corn on the cob and carrots and potatoes. Kielbasa. Really nice New England boiled dinner. 1952 D. It was yummy. It was good, Silver Soul. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. 1957. I will not pay to bid. You guys are getting 2 or 3 times spot. That's enough. I agree. If they do that, I'm gone. That's what I told him. I told him, I said, you're going to lose members, man. I said, I agree. Listen, I'm going to be just honest with you, Saint. You know I'm good. And I feel bad. You know, a lot of times I try to end the auction quicker. You know, I get yelled at by the wife and stuff to think. But when I see that it's already up there to a price, it's like, hey, that's plenty, you know. But I do a lot of numismatic coins. And they get a lot more, you know, obviously than the melt values and stuff. Then, you know, the new Mystic coin. I get a lot of AU, BU, Morgans, a lot of nicer, very good, plus, fine barbers. I know you can see, I think I'm probably a little more the new Mysticist. Well, I know that I am, than the other channels. And so my coins, when you look at it relatively, I don't get what they get for just, like you said, silver spot, because there's numismatic value with typically a lot of my coins. I put some bullion in there. Even my currency, when I put it in there, it's like AU, BU, you know, and I see some of the channels for a ratty silver certificate get stupid money. And yeah, that's exactly right. Saint, you sound like me. You're like a brother from another mother. I told them exactly the same thing. I said, listen, you guys can do whatever you want, but I can tell you right now, I'm not doing that. And he said, well, why don't you just say, listen, I am not doing that. And I haven't even, and YouTube sent me the thing for the channel memberships, and I haven't even done that. I don't know that I'm going to. And I told him, I said, I'm still thinking about that. I said, I just like to be old school, small, easy, simple, you know. Shrimp tacos are good, Rebel Stacker. You know what? That's a good idea for tomorrow. Take some of that shrimp that's still in that shrimp boil. We have a lot of leftovers. Big Tupperware container she put in the refrigerator of everything. I could pull some of those out of the peel and eat shrimp and make a really good shrimp taco. That's a great idea. Some people bid too high on common constitutional silver and common silver. You're right, they do. And that's why a lot of people do these auctions, because they get that. That's not my intent. My intent truly is, and you know, I make a good living with what I do. I can't complain. But I try to get coins out here to the community that people have trouble accessing. Here's a 43 Steely. Another Steely. That's 3 Steelies today. 3 Steelies. And they have the right to do that and stuff. But you know what? I think it should be open to everybody. And I don't think you have to be a member to get it. That's just my opinion. I told him I wasn't going to be changing mine. And I love Stormy to death. And they have their right to their opinion and what they want to do. But like you said, you got your right to do what you want to do. But ECP is going to stay business as usual, my friends. Will not change whatsoever. You know what? If somebody bids and doesn't end up paying, and you know, people talk about, well, what the trolls. Well, listen, I got moderators like the Saint and Mike Wolf. They take good care of the trolls. They whack them. You know, they get a whack-a-troll going on. I almost think it's fun when the trolls come in because you get to smack them. 1916, guys. 1916. We like playing whack-a-troll. Bring them on. Come on in here right now, trolls. We got some hammers. Got some wrenches and hammers in here for you. Whack-a-troll time. 1916. Let's see if that's on the list. I don't see that on the list. Check on the other side. 1916. Nope. Don't see that as a low. A 19, 13, 14, 15, 12, 11. Looks like a lot of the others are on there. I'll have to check through all these teens when we get done, because it looks like there's some key dates, and early on I wasn't looking at that. I paid too much for some Taglio mint rounds at auction, but I wanted them. And I do that all the time too, and that's fine. That's what auctions are about. And it's to get some stuff. You want it, you can't find it. You know, you don't want to have to order it online. You're having fun. You know, there's an entertainment value to the auctions. 1955D, no double die. You know, there's entertainment value. I get it, you know. I get it. And we have some fun. We all do. And it's just what it is. Like you said, each his own. I just think that I don't want to be Sam's Club. You know, I just don't want to be Sam's Club. I found a 1892 O bar recorder in storage unit, and it would have been an 1892 O bar dime if it would have been a key date. Yep, you're right. 1944S. 44s are growing too. The 40s are growing. Y'all see these stacks? Let me see if I can get that up to where y'all can see it a little better. There you go. We got 12 people in here, 20 likes. You haven't mashed the like button, please do. If y'all don't mind mashing that like button. 1942D. There's the 40s. But still free silver. Yep, we give away silver. I do at least 2 giveaways every auction. We have a good time. We like to cut up and carry on. Milo, you see Milo. We have a really good time. There's a 55D. Make sure you guys can see all those. There's a 1936. 1936. There's I don't see a 36 as a key date anywhere on this thing. So there's the 30s. I got less 30s. It's next to teens. I got more 20s. 1958D. Lots of 50s. Always lots of 50s, right? 1942. And that stacks are getting high on the 40s. I should have gave them some more room. There's a 51. Here's a 1941. Always make those stacks taller. 58D. Seen a lot of 58Ds. Was that like the most printed made one they made? I noticed on a lot of auctions, people pay double or triple you buy on eBay. I'm supporting China share, but I'm amazed what people do. It's $1 face going to go for 30. It does, Silver Soul. That's the thing about it. Like I said, it's an entertainment value. Here's a 1940S, and I'm amazed some too. I always have been amazed. You know, I know, but so many of the channels like Silver Seeker and Stormy, Silver, but there's so many channels doing auctions now, and it's amazing. That's why I just try to keep. I'm going to try and keep it simple and try to do stuff that's unique and different. That's why I'm always trying to grab something that you don't typically see. If you notice, a lot of the things, did a natural gold nugget. I did some crystallized silver. I try to get really high-end numismatic stuff. Even the nicer bullion, the Libertads that are hard to get a hold of. You know, that's what I've been trying to do, is just really take the auction to a different, unique level. You know, I called it a variety auction last time to make it really unique, you know. And there's definitely, but like I said, there's entertainment value to it. 1929. But there's no doubt where those prices go. 1929, lots of 20s. I'm the old school show. That's right. My friend said, any money I find in the storage I can keep. There you go. Money's always good in those storage units. I know I watched that Storage Wars one time. A guy found a big old box full of money. It was amazing. Sometimes you can find, like I said, the old collector's coins and stuff too. It's not a bad deal. So, Archaeology Mikey, do you buy the storage units when people don't pay their rent like they do on Storage Wars? There's a 44S. It's scratched on the reverse, but there's a 44S. I don't think that's anything rare, though. 44S. Got 2 rolls after this one. So if some of y'all coming in here late, what we're talking about, there's a 38. Is the auctions. Thank you, Silver Soul. I try to be unique and different, like the Saint said, old school and stuff. But some of you might have just popped in. We're talking about some of the changes some of the auctions are doing, particularly Silver Dragons and Stacking Stormtrooper are now requiring you to be a member of their channel and pay a monthly fee to bid in their auctions. And I will not be doing that. So just want to make sure, don't confuse my auctions with theirs. I told Stormy, I said, I think you're going to lose some members. He said, well, if they're big bidders, I'll make them moderators. I'm like, well, that kind of, I don't have an opinion about that too. 1951, so you're going to make some people pay and some people not. But anyways, it is what it is. To each his own. I don't want to critique anybody else's channel, but just to let you know, I will not be doing that. I will stay the way. I bought some units for $5 a piece. Wow. So you bought a storage unit for $5 a piece? And what all was in the storage unit, nickel and dime coin hunter? And thank you again, Silver Soul. I appreciate that comment. I appreciate it. 44S. And 44 is getting to be a big stacks. Oh. Ramon 1. I go to a channel that is mostly buy it now, some auction items, and great deals. Bought 2 rolls. An AUP star for 1 year roll. Sending one to a big show and the other Bill J. Bird 2. I like those channels. No other bidders. So Rebel Stacker, what they're going to do is you either have to be a member of the channel or a moderator to be able to bid in his channel. I just sent an email out about it. He called me this morning. I told him I was busy, and then I talked to him a little bit later on in the day about it, but I told him I was not going to be doing that. So that's Stormy. I think Silver Dragons was already doing that. But he just joined that 4-channel coalition. Stormy brought him in because it was just the 3 of us before. And Dragons is a much bigger channel, of course. And I know Dragons well. I know Stormy and Guido. They're all great guys. I don't know what Guido's going to do. Guido may be staying with what I'm doing. I'm not sure. 1935. Guido may be doing the same thing. But I think you're going to run people off. That's just my opinion. And I told him that. Bigger's not always better. Hey, Kevin Rose, my friend. How you doing? My brother from another mother. Been doing any gold mining lately, my friend? I need to get out. I told my wife I'd like to get out this week and do some gold mining, make a video. I need to get out. I want to go out on a weekday so there won't be nobody else on the claim. May take out a day this week. It's supposed to be rainy, which, people say, why are we going to go on a rainy day? I said, well, first of all, it's cool. It's not as hot. An overcast, rainy day is a good day to go gold mining because you don't burn up. Not bad. Yeah, just got done testing some new equipment. What kind of equipment, my friend, if you don't mind me asking? Sluice box, trommel, dredge. Got a new high banker, auto planner, and a dry washer. A dry washer up there you're up in the Dakotas, aren't you? So I've just been lurking, but I do plan to bid in your auction soon. Cool. I've just been observing to get a feel for how different people ran their auctions. But I'll definitely come to yours, ECP. Thank you, Silver Soul. That means the world. We got a $3,000 massage table with amethyst in it. Name it kitchen stuff, lamp, tools, air compressor, etc. Wow. Wow. For $5 in a storage unit. Auto panner. I don't know what an auto panner is. Kevin Rose, hello, my tribal brother, Montana. I knew you were up there in the Midwest. My friend made me a deal with me. He gives me $80 to $120 helping clearing out the storage units. And any coins and paper bills I find I keep since I'm a collector. Oh, it's like a blue spiral wheel. Okay, I got you. I know exactly what that's like. Here we go. We got another one. Got 2 more rolls. This is 1 roll and then 1 after this. Whew, I'm going to take off my glasses here and catch my breath a little bit, everybody. Let's see. We've got 22 likes, 14 in there. If y'all haven't mashed the like button, please do. $6 more on the super chat to get Milo a bark box. Not that I'm begging, but I'll just let you know. I always tell people where we're at to get Milo another bark box. We're starting to do monthly bark box openings with Milo, my puppy dog. You get him that bark boxes there. I think you get in the mail once a month. They do a theme on it each time. And they're $25. My wife was going to end it. And everybody said, no, here, don't end it. Here's some money towards the bark boxes. That's kind of neat. So let's open this other one up. I don't think this one's been opened at all. Oh wow, there's a Wheatie I see right off the bat. There's a Wheatie. Wheatie. A Wheatie. Let's see. Can you all see those okay? There we go. Try and get them in the screen a little bit for you. Need to get me something to drink. One of the girls comes up here. Steel scent. Boom. Yeah, there's a steel scent in there. Let's grab it out first. What is the steel scent that's worth all the money? Like a 44 or something, or a 43. Oh, there's a 43D. A 43D Steely. I hear my girls down there arguing with each other. I'm going to shut this door over here so I don't hear any of them in the background. Team 43D. I think I can get a good focus on that. Let's see. Come on. Focus, Clark. Focus. Sometimes it focuses real good. I think the Steely's hard to get a focus on. There we go. There we go. 43D. It's a nice looking one. Nice looking 43D. That's a righteous one. 43 copper. That's right. That's exactly right. I knew that. I haven't been messing with my bunnies a lot lately. I just shut the door to the downstairs so I don't hear the girls anymore carrying on. They're down there fussing with each other. I used to, Rebel Stacker, sell a ton of pay dirt. I was one of the biggest people in the nation. And it drove me crazy. I got so popular, I'm not bragging on myself here, that we literally would come home every evening from work, and me and my wife would bag up 20 to 30 bags of pay dirt. And we, of course, seeded all of them. We get natural pay dirt back from our gold prospecting trips. We used to go every week and every weekend. I would bring, when I get on a hot spot, I would bring back good quality pay dirt from the high bankers or any hot spots when we find a good catch area in the stream, when we're just getting a lot of color just out of shovelfuls, believe it or not. There's a 57S. Let me shut this door. My daughter left it open. Oh, and anyways, long story short, we sold a lot of pay dirt, but it got to be the point where, you know, our model was that everybody got it back at least 70% return. So if you bought a $20 bag of pay dirt from us, all right, you get back at least $14, $15 worth of gold, plus what was in there naturally. So what we would do is we tried to make sure you got a 70% return back on every pay dirt. So we would make 30% plus whatever, you know, we had in our time bringing real natural pay dirt. It wasn't bag sand or anything. And man, would you believe there's people that got more than return on investment because of the natural gold that was in there. And me and Mrs. ECP come home and every day sit down there in the garage and bagged up bags and bags. We gave you like a full quart size bag, not just in a little tiny bit. Something that would take you a little time to work. And we had gemstones and some surprises. We beefed things up quite a bit. Long story short, we got so busy. We did over $20-some thousand gross that one year, and it got to be more like a job, and we had to stop. It just was too much, so I quit doing pay dirt. But used to do it, and I have an East Coast prospecting channel on Facebook, and man, they wore me out. I even had a website, the whole 9 yards, and it got to the point where it became not enjoyable. We were just worn out. You know, and so we stopped doing it. But yeah, I used to do pay dirt, and I still got a lot of buckets of dirt down in the garage, still from my trips, and I occasionally send some dirt out to friends and stuff. Mrs. ECP keeps telling Mike Wolf she's going to make me send him some pay dirt. So I guess that's going to happen probably. There's the 20s. No, that's the teens. That's the teens. There's the 20s. All right, let's read this chat. I think some channels can do a mystery grab bag of silver. Of coins for auctions. A lot of new collectors will like them. That's not a bad idea. Nickel and dime. How lucky. We just got 60 pounds of silverware at a yard sale for $30. Oh my God. Threw it and a lady said, take the whole thing for $30. Score, Kevin Rose. Man, that's pretty awesome. That sounds great. I watch pay dirt channels and never heard that much return on pay dirt. That's what we did, and that's why it got us so busy. We got to the point where Rebel Stacker, we were just hammered. But, we made money because we're making 30%, But word of mouth started spreading. I kid you not, and it was real natural pay dirt. It came back from the trips, and there would be times we'd have to stop. Dennis Stewart and chat. Stupid YouTube didn't get a notification notice, says Dennis Stewart. Hey, I got to tell you something, Dennis, since you're one of my moderators. A lot of people on here has already heard it. A couple of the channels there we're doing that coalition with, particularly Silver Dragons, which was already doing it, and Stacking Stormtrooper are going to now start with their auctions and make everybody that bids on their auction either be ROI, return on investment, be a moderator or be a channel member to bid on their auctions. And YouTube has already sent me stuff to be one of those things with memberships, and I've not done it, and I don't think I'm going to do it. We'll never say never. But anyways, long story short is they're going to require you either to be a member of their channel or a moderator to bid, and I'm not going to do that. Everybody's still going to be allowed to bid on my channel. So moderators like you are great because you help me weed out the trolls and whatnot and stuff. I think it's fun whacking trolls anyways. 1946. I guess that's the way they say it, but I'm not going to be a Sam's Club and make people pay to bid to buy things. Just ain't going to happen, So I hope you respect that and understand it. But the two of the channels there, I don't know what Guido's going to do yet. But that's something we were talking about here a little bit earlier. And as I see moderators come on, I'm letting my moderators know that. So if you heard everything and understand everything, give me a thumbs up there, Dennis Stewart. Dennis has been with me for a long time as a moderator. My Canadian brother from another mother. I brought 3 empty coin albums at a yard sale for $3 off it. Wow, you can't beat that, Archaeology Mikey. Pretty sweet. You understand. I'm going to stay old school, and you don't need a membership or be a moderator to bid on my channel. 1927D. That's a nice looking coin. 1927D. Let's see if that's a key date. 26S. Don't see a 27D as something too unique. So we'll put that in a 20 stack. Going through all Wheaties here tonight. Trolls haven't really been much of a problem. That's greed. That's what I told him. Guys, I'm friends with him. Online friends, however you want to call it. And I told him he's greedy. I laughed my ass off. He started getting mad at me, and I said, "Listen, I'm just going to tell you what it is. I think you're greedy." That's funny you say that, man. You cracked me up. Oh, you make ECP carry on. I laugh. It is greedy. He's going to get mad. He even said that in his email. He said, some people may see this as greedy. I said, there's going to be a lot of people see it as greedy. You want an annual membership, even if it's $2 a month, man. But I think it's funny. I need to quit talking about him. He's a good guy. It's their choice. I told him, I said, I think you're going to run people off. 58D. It's all best of. I got you. Any Canadians know Dennis Stewart? These are solid rolls of Wheaties from the Hosford Hoard in Hosford, Florida, where I was on vacation. So these are all Wheaties. Everything is Wheaties. There's 6 solid rolls of Wheaties I bought. And they're supposed to be unsearched. You know how that goes. But right now, this is the Steels 1910, 1911s. These are the teens, 20s, 30s, 40s that roll. And these are 50s. So we're just going through the wheat pen. Last year I got a 1909 VDB. It wasn't an S. I got International Stacker, make luster merchandise, but he doesn't like the word luster. Laugh out loud. It's all the best of. Hate my tablet keys. Oh, you're typing on your tablet. Yeah, I understand that. 1940. The 40s are getting this long stack. I just did this spur of the moment. Here's a 1930, 36 or 26? 1926. Sorry, I got to pull it away to look at it with my glasses on. 1926. There we go. So this is the 20s. The 20s has got a good stack going. Now that was a 26, but not an S. An S is a low mintage. 1926, but it's not an S. Here's a 1956D. It's all good. It's all good. I don't want to come across overly critical with other people's channels and stuff. You know, that's their choice, and people will address it and see how they do it. I gave him my opinion, and he can do and run his channel however he likes. Him and Silver Dragons both. I just said, I'm not doing it. I'm going to keep it old school, guys. 1946D. That's a nice one. That's almost a red cent. Look at that, guys and gals. There's a nice 46D. Check it out. 1946D. That's a strong XFAU coin. Well, I probably should keep that one out here in the front. We'll keep that. Let's keep it back up here on the top. We won't stick anything like on top of it. Oh, it says low battery. Did my thing come unplugged? Oh, man, I hope I don't lose you. If I lose you guys and gals, let me see how much of my battery's on here. I got low battery on my iPad. I better get through this real quick. If it cuts out on me, guys and gals, my battery, the iPad's charged in, but I guess I started with it low, and at 1917, there's the teens. I don't see a 17 as a key date. See if I can get through the rest of this roll at least. 1947. Thank you, everybody. That's right. You do what you think is best for your channel at ECP. Thank you. And if they think that's right for theirs, that's cool, you know. Respect it. Everybody likes it. They're great people and guys stuff, and they do what they think it makes it easier for them, is what he said. And I was like, listen, if it makes it easier for you and you got your justifications, that's all good in the neighborhood, you know. It's all good. It's easy enough for me right now. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Somebody bids and doesn't pay for something. I'm not going to ship it to them, and I'll put it in the next week's auction. And that has yet to happen. I've had people not get their giveaway items. I've had a couple times, 1925, people win a giveaway and then not send you their address to mail it to them, and then you try to get them to, and they don't. That drives me nuts. It's like, why would you even try to win it? You take away from other people that could win it if you won't even send you an address, you know? If you're going to do that, gift it to somebody, right? But 1937D. 37D. 1950D. I hear little ECP hollering from Milo now. I bought an AU 1922 piece dollar for $21. Looks like AU 55. Sweet. Sweet. 45. I bought a 22D one time. Here's a 1919S. That's several of those we found. 1919S. We found several of those 1919S. There's another Steely. Another steel 1943. We need a 43 copper. I agree with that. Need a 43 copper. 51D. 45. 1939. Or is that 30? Let's see what that is. That's a 1939. 39. Let's see. Teens. 30s. Right there. Just a few left. It was a busy day. Started with doing a window washing job, then different lawn cutting job and housework, and then my own lawn just so I can go gold panning tomorrow. That sounds like fun, Dennis Stewart. I need to start doing more auctions with gold panning, or stuff on my channel with gold panning. I've been going to a coin shop and pawn shops a lot in the past years buying silver. It's too addicting. I've been there, done that, my friend. I might go to a coin shop tomorrow, maybe try and pick up some unique things for next Thursday's auction. 47, something that you peoples would like. Maybe get a Carson City or something, you know. Carson City Morgans seem to be very popular on the channel when I get them. And there's a 57. Guys and gals, I can do the next roll if you want me to, but this iPad may cut off. I don't know how quick I can get through it. If y'all want me to try and do this, I will. This is the last roll, but I know the iPad's getting low on power. So we'll try. There's a 45. Let's see how quick. We're going to speed go this. We're going to speed these. Speed hunt 36D. No, that's a 56D. See that speed, what it does. 54. ECP speed roll, the last one, 56. Last one's going to be speed hunted, guys and gals. 58. We're going to speed hunt this last one. 56. 1920D. 1920D. There we go. It's an early one. Do you know about the 1919 Merc Diamond? Rare DDOs around. Sorry I have to go some dinner. Take care of that. Thank you, Dennis Stewart. Appreciate you. Thanks for the update and the kind words, my friend. I do appreciate you, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, good sir. Here's a 50, looks like a 51. Wow, that's a really weak one. 1951S. I think that one is very weak. Is that a 51 or 57? 1951S. Wow. I wonder if that's anything special. A 51S. 1951S. I wonder what the mintage is on those guys and gals. Looks like doesn't look like a 7. Looks like a 51S. It's a very, very light one. Any insight on that, guys and gals? 1951S. I don't think I remember seeing that date in wheat cents too often. 1951S. Wow. I'm going to set that aside and look that up. I don't remember a 51S. I bet you I don't have it in my album. 56D. Use two hands ECP. I'm leaning on the table at 53. You're right, I should. I gotta pull up my glasses. 29 anyways. They can't see crap. Getting old as hell. Here's a 1953. 58. Dennis is a good guy. 29. Man, there's lots of 20s. Lots of 20s in here. 48. 56. 50. 58. 45. There's a 20s again. 1926. That's a lot of 20s. We're at 29. 1916S. Is that what that says, or is it a D? That's an S. 1916S. Is that a good one, guys and gals? 1916S. There's a 13, 14, and 15 S's semi-key dates. 1916S. I'll put that in the teens. I don't see that as I'm going to have to check those later and look them up. Need to fill my albums. 52D. That's what these are good for. These are good to get these coins you need to fill your albums up. 58. At least when I'm looking for them, I got them in different stacks now. 52. D. 53D. The Hosford Hoard in Hosford, Florida. 54. 44. 58. 58. 56. I'm not even saying the mints. 56. 58. 1940. 54. Still lots of 40s and 50s. 52. Speed hunting, guys and gals. 57. 57. Looks like a D or S. Speedy. 45. I'll go back and hunt them later when I put them in albums. 58. If I need to fill some holes. Haven't done my albums in a long time. Here's a 27. 1927. 20. Got a lot of 20s. Look how many such 20s there are. 1919. What's the deal with all the 1919s, man? Wow. A lot of 1919s. 1951. Just 3 more. 57. We still got battery power. 57. And 1939. 20s, 30s. There we go. So if everybody can see, these are all 50s. Okay. The tall stack is 40s right there. Get it up there some. So these are all 50s. These 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3. Right? These are 40s. These are 30s. 20s, teens. And I think that's a 1910 and a 1911. And then one's on the end of the Steelies, 1943 steel cents. Let me see what everybody's saying in the chat. I need some wheat cents for my album, and some of my wheat cents are cleaned. I'd say 1916S, $22 million, $1.75 in G4. Cool, the Saint. Thank you, good sir. I found a 1919 wheat cent in a bag of wheat cents. I know I got about 4 or 5 of them there. 392 million, 1919. That's why. I paid $6, Ramon, for each one. $6. So basically, you got that, those, and they're supposed to be unsearched. I'll just say, that's what he says. Now, whether you completely believe. Oh, there's one stuck in the bottom. There's one more. I just dropped it on the floor. Maybe that's the 1909 SVDB. Stuck in the bottom of the plastic coin. You may want to guess what the date is. Oh, wow. It's a 1919S. Again, the 1919s, but this is a San Francisco. Look at that. 1919S to end the day. I think the others were regular 1919s. Saint, that might be a better date. 1919S. Maybe there's less minted in San Francisco. 1919S. That was in the bottom of that roll right there, and that seal stuck in the bottom. So there's all 6 rolls. That's what we got. So they were $6 or $36 worth of fun, right? Now whether that's worth that, I guess maybe, if you, like you said, some VGs and fines in there. This guy, if you read that story about that, he put them in a barrel, so a lot of them aren't overly circulated. I think he started in like the 40s and started collecting in through the mid 50s, so they're all Wheaties. And I asked him if there was ever any Indian heads in there, and he said yes, but I've bought 6 rolls last year and 6 rolls this year, and I've never got an Indian head yet. So how many of the Saint on a 1919S? What was the, if you got your book handy, what was the mintage on the 1919S? You don't mind telling me. or don't mind looking it up, I should say. But oh my! But I don't know if I believe they're unsearching. I got this whole entire box here of regular pennies to do wheat cent hunts. I bought that during COVID-19 lockdown and had planned on doing coin roll hunting and didn't. I got into bees, into honeybees, as you guys see. So that's where I've been spending my time. But I didn't end up hunting that box of pennies. Still haven't. I got a bunch of pennies I need to take back. Buckets of them. But let's see. We got 24 likes, 13 people watching, $19 in super chats from Milo's Bark Box. You guys are awesome. You are totally awesome. But I want to thank everybody for coming in and spending a little time for me. Just to let you know, my auctions on Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. will not change. Everyone will be allowed to bid. All you got to do to register is send $1 super chat or $1 PayPal, and then you can go ahead and take that off your first purchase. So it will cost you nothing to bid on my channels, and you don't need to be a channel member to do that. Some of them are starting at Silver Dragons and Stacking Stormtrooper, where you have to be a member or a moderator to bid on their auctions. I will not be changing mine. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Nickel and Dime Coin Roll Hunter. I found a BU 1955D quarter RPM I bought for $3. That's pretty sweet. Thanks. 1919S, 139 million. 40 cents and very good. Well, you know what? It's 40 cents. I don't know if I can get that out of anybody, but I don't know. I probably should mix all these up and put them back in the rolls and then just give them away to people. That's what I'm more likely able to do. Or just throw them all into a wheat jar, you know. At least the 40s and 50s. I could throw those all in wheat jars and keep those in a roll or something, right? The teens and the earlies and 20s and stuff. The 40s and 50s, I'll probably just throw them in a wheat jar. Thank you, Archaeology Mikey. You guys stay safe, stay indoors. No, you don't have to stay indoors, my friend. Go outside and just keep social distance. You know, go out there and gold mine and go out there and yard work and jog and do everything. You don't have to stay inside. Keep the coppers. I agree. We always keep all the coppers as much as we can. As much as we can. Awesome stream here later, everyone. Thank you, Kevin Rose. You guys take care. All you moderators, thank you for always all your help. No whack-a-troll action today. But, hey, thank you, everybody. I'm sure I'm getting ready to lose battery power. I want to thanks for spending a little time on your Saturday evening with me. 87 minutes and 39 seconds. Almost an hour and a half. If you can mash that like button for me on the way out, that would be great. ECP, an ECP family, just like Ramon Juan says, go mining or hiking. Get outdoors. Avoid people. You got it, Kevin Rose. So ECP's and Milo saying thanks, everybody. ECP saying stay safe, have fun. Over and out.